Hi, this is Inttrigue, and I am doing a video from a master trial, and this is going to be on how to do PvP. So, you're new to the game, or you've been playing for a while, and you're not quite sure what PvP is. So, we're going to show you. So, right now, we are by the port on the fleet, and I have Knar's alt here, and we're going to take him and show him how to get signed up for PvP. So we'll go ahead and walk since it's not that far. So you're going to walk down, open up your map, and you're going to go to the combat training area, which is the yellow area on the fleet. It's also where you go for training. So you go past all these little things, all the little vendors, and you come up to this terminal. Now, if you are a new person, it will be a little blue, and we're going to have Volok pick up his PvP daily. I'm not eligible because I already have mine, but he can pick his up. So, next thing we would do is we're going to get out of the way of other folks. Is on your map, down here it says where you're at the Republic Fleet. You're going to open it up and it says you are not queued for a PvP war zone. And you're like, well, what is PvP? PvE is player versus player. So you would open this up and then you would queue. So if you're with a group, say Volok and I, if we were both under 50, we would queue together, or you would queue solo if you're by yourself, obviously. And then, so we're not really going to do that, but that's how you would do that. And there are different war zones. There's the Alderaan Civil War. There is the Void Star. There is Hutball. And there is Navari Coast. And we have a new one called Asia Hypergate. What these war zones are players of 8 on each side that you are actually playing against other players. So you have 8 on your team and 8 on the other team. Usually it is Republic versus Imp. Sometimes you do like a training where it's Republic versus Republic. So those are the different war zones. So you're thinking, well, I've been PvEing and I heard about this war zone expertise gear and whatnot. So gear for the war zones and for PvP is a little bit different. So you have your vendors here. You've got your Jedi. You've got your Consular. You come down here. You have the Trooper. And then you have your Smuggler. So we'll go back down. Since I'm with a Jedi, we'll go back down to the Jedi. So I know for a fact that Jedi Volok has been playing a little bit of PvP. So he's a level 20, which is the first level that you can get gear. And you're asking yourself, well, how do I get gear? So you open up your inventory, and under currency, there are game accommodations. So there's a section called PvP and space accommodations, and under here will be Warzone accommodations. These are accommodations that you get from picking up the daily and running the dailies, which are the PvP dailies, and turning them in. So, like for myself, I have 932 regular Warzone accommodations, and I have ranked Warzone accommodations also, but that is for above 50. So, I will close my thing here. So we're going to look here at this vendor. We have 4 different vendors, and this one is the PvP armor, and it's for lower levels. If you see here, we do sort by quality. So you've got level 20 gear. So if you see here, you've got this blue PvP gear, and it costs the comms, which are the Warzone comms. It works very similar to PvE. Then later on, after level 20, you get into level 40 PvP gear. That's a little more expensive, of course, by level 40, and if you've been PvPing more often, you should have more accommodations. So Jedi Bollock is looking at what he can buy. Now he's the first, he's right at level 20, which is what the gear is first available at. So when you are below 50, you are put into war zones with 10 through 49. And you're thinking, how in the world can a level 10 go against a level 49? Well, there is a thing called bolster. Once you're in a war zone, your health, your character's health is bolstered to that of a 49. So you can play against those characters. Now, you still only have the abilities of your level, but those abilities have been bolstered up to where you can combat with those folks. And now, it's true, the higher levels that you get, the more abilities you have, and the better player you are. It's just kind of like any part of the game. So you're thinking, alright, well that's all great, but what do I do when I get to 50? Well, 50 is a little bit different. So your gear starts changing and such. So right now I have my PvE gear on, and I'm going to put on my PvP gear, which is a bit different because it has different stats. And the main stat for PvP above 50 and even under 50 is expertise. So expertise is what you need to fight in a war zone. So there are different types of gear. So when you first turn 50, you'll get something in the mail called a recruit gear. So you'll go to this, where is he at? This little guy here, and you'll get accommodations to buy your beginning set. It's very similar to Tiny's gear when you're going for PvE. So you buy with the gears, whatever works for your class. I'm a Guardian, so I would go for the War Hero. This is War Vindicator. You want the War Leader as a Guardian. Then, once you get enough comms, after running the dailies in PvP, which are a little different, you have to win 4 in a day, other than 2 when it's like sub 50 PvP. You move on to War Hero, which have better stats. See, as you can see, this one has endurance, power, expertise. So, after War Hero, the next step up would be Elite War Hero. And that's this little guy over here.
Good luck out there.
And Elite War Hero is a little different. You need to have ranked Warzone comps. Now, the way that it works above 50 is you have Warzone comms that you get in your weekly. That is a little different than the PvP sub 50. You'll get 300 ranked war comms and 300 Warzone comms. So you need to save these up, and you will use those to buy the Elite War Hero gear. But you also have to have the item that you bought under War Hero. So say I have an Elite War Hero saber. I had to buy the War Hero saber to begin with, and then turn it in to get the War Hero saber. So if you can see here, my window, see one War Hero Weapon Master's lightsaber. You have to turn it in with the 3,475 ranked Warzone comms in order to get that saber. It's a little difficult to understand at first, but it's, you know, the more that you play PvP and the more you turn gear in, it makes more sense. So still something to remember. Keep in mind, you need to stack for your class and stack for expertise. So it's a little quick rundown on PvP. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a note in-game. Inttrigue with 2 T's. And I want to thank Master Kanar for being here today with his little alt. And I guess that's all we've got. So thanks so much. Bye.